Wait,
You
hold
can
on.
say yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Okay, let's fucking. How's season 12?
It's alright. It's definitely not my favorite.
Nah, not over here, mate. Were you playing like overseas before, or
Nah, nah.
no? You need to escape. All right. First question is like this start. No, it just looks hell greedy to me.
Yeah, I pretty much always go this. So it's like, if I was playing competitive,
Yeah.
I would go TP, Doran's Shield.
Yep.
But I pretty much always go Ignite, Dark Seal, and Solo Q now. It's really snowbally. It seems to work out.
Mhm.
And I don't know if you agree with this, but especially when I play solo queue, I feel
Mm.
like optimal strats don't translate well. And a lot of
Yeah.
times, like picking greedy or cheesy options, like really pays off for you. So like I'll give an example. Like a player like in ClaireOCE, he always pops off in my games
Mhm.
playing Katarina, which is not a good champion, and he
Mm.
doesn't CS and gets super fed off side lanes. And it's the same with like other players, like Jerry, like Jerry Fizz,
Yeah. Yeah.
Chinese boosters and stuff. They all do like really greedy strats, and it seems to work out. And when I
Mhm.
play Akali, right? So when I play it normally with like competitive setups, I always have sub 50% win rate. But I started playing her differently about a week
Yeah.
ago, experimented with this setup specifically, and it works out like pretty much every game for me.
Yeah. No, I completely get it. I honestly think it's just greedy. Everything you said, like I can see. I just think you're relying on this person not being good, because I think she takes it so easy in lane, and like against any champion like this, she should be like fucking, double CS down by like the third, fourth, fifth wave, but you're even somehow. And I think against a good player, like if you were playing Korea, like Chow, you'd probably take like D Shield, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So I think it's fine over here. You might just have to be like a little bit careful if mid laners get good all of a sudden. But yeah, I don't really mind if it's solo queue, so. Okay, what the fuck happens here? She goes into ward. Yeah, I thought lane clear, like your laning's like hell clean, right? But there are points like where you roam and stuff, which is, yeah, already here, like I reckon D Shield, because how she trades there, she fucking doesn't do this like for the next 5 minutes. And I'm just wondering, like, what is she actually doing? So I thought she should, you should just be copying it like this for ages. But yeah, your laning's like hell clean. But like where you roam and stuff, and I think you can get Viego on your side a lot more. Because like you kind of roam just by yourself. And if I was a jungler, bro, and like I see you on a level 6 roam Akali, like I'm running with you. Like wherever you go. And we'll
Yeah,
watch it.
no, I agree. I think it's always better to move with your jungler, but
Yeah.
no, yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Thing is as well, like I don't know how good these players are. So this jungle, like, we'll fucking watch it. Like, if I was him, I can just see it. But you have to like see it for him, if you know what I mean. Did you just like, because most people would run like this here, did you deliberately like just run forward so she pushes the wave more, or?
What do you mean?
Because like her hitting the wave here is, well, like more than she should is just bad for her. She should just like slow
Yeah.
push as hard as possible. So did you like just run through your minions so she cues you and the minions to push her harder?
Nah, I didn't. I was just going for the CS.
If you did it deliberately, I just think it's smart, right? Because it forces her to like push into you quicker. Yeah, those auto attacks kind of questionable, but W second makes sense. You skill Q again at level 3 here. Is that just to like reduce energy?
Yeah, it's easy to CS, and you don't want to use E at level 3 if I'm like stuck under my turret with no HP.
I think E at 3 is better, just because it helps you CS a bit and cop less harass. Like I get the energy part, and it's fucking AIDS, right? Like when you can't press Q, but yeah, I just like the E for the just CSing and not taking harass. This is all good because she's going for CS here. She needs to shove the wave, so you doing this is good. See how like passive she plays, but
Yeah.
like just fucking like why is she worried? She's got an E and is just so scared, and like Graves can just counter gank mid if Viego goes. So I thought you should have copped it so much harder. But anyway.
Yeah, this lane should be really hard.
Yeah. I think this is all fine, and yeah, like, this never works, right? Which just goes back to the point, like, why is she playing so fucking passive? Findo? There he is, mate. There he is, mate. Alright. Now, this point here... Let's have a look. So, shrouding here I don't like, just because she's not... Like, there's no pressure here you have where she's going to miss anything. So, if those ranged minions are, like, 1 HP, you shrouding is great, right? Like, when she has to shove the wave. Because you're, like, forcing her to say, well, if I miss the minions here, I fight the Akali, but if I... fight the Akali, I'm going to just miss minions for it. So I think you can just, like, just be patient and just play for the HP of your minions a bit more. This Q is... This Q as well, I'm just thinking... Because this next wave, like, what do you want to do?
I should probably crash this and recall.
I think you could slow push, maybe one more. I don't think it's, like, that conclusive where you have to hard shove. And the next wave might push back into you. But you're just an Akali, you know? I just think it looks a bit hard.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's always hard to crash. Like, either this wave or the next wave is going to be hard. She always has, like, the option of letting me crash it or not, I feel like. So what I tend to do is I just start spamming Qs so that I can, like, have more windows to choose when to crash.
Right, okay.
Because if I don't use Q at all, if I'm, like, perma 200 energy, right, I'm not touching wave at all, and she can control whether she wants to push harder or slower. Whereas, like, at least if I, like, start spamming the wave, I at least have, like, some sort of option.
Yeah,
But, like,
yeah,
realistically, I should never have an option here.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree with that. It's good. I was just like, I want you to have a reason for it, not just, like, queuing for the sake of it. And yeah, if you're gonna commit to... So, like, right now, it looked to me when I watched this first time, I was like, if you do want a hard shove, you just go more nuts with auto attacks and stuff. And thankfully, she's, like, doesn't have, like, many resources left, right? Yeah. In terms of mana, like, you don't really give a fuck about her at the moment. And Graze is probably on a reset anyway. So you don't have to worry about getting ganked. And Naomi, like, who cares if she comes mid? So I just thought, if you're gonna fucking queue, like, a couple of times, you just go for it. And because we kind of don't, the next wave, like, even her hair getting you down to this, like, who gives a fuck? Because she zoom.
Yeah.
And just because of that, like, little indecision, I'd call it, the wave is in this position. It still isn't bad, because she doesn't have TP, right? And you can always, like, the wave is probably going to come back into you, but... Yeah, I just thought if you just smash that quicker, you're going to miss them. Let's see us.
Yeah,
this is it, mate. This is where you can fucking unleash hell. Yeah, this is all good. Yeah, this hard shove I love, right? Because you're going to be 6. And it's like, fucking how many times are you going to kill a Liss? So if that was maybe a killable champion, you could always, like, ping Viego mid, your support mid here to dive him. But it looks pretty unreasonable, right? Just because it's Liss. So you shoving this, agree with it, you'll hit 6. And now, like, as you're shoving this, this is what I saw. Just go and dive bot with this guy. So, if they shove this wave, and he comes bot with you here, it's 100% 2 kills. What do you think?
Yeah, it works.
Because you move here, and, like, I think you maybe saw Graves around here, but I'm just thinking, oh man, like, if you just got this guy to move over, and you see, like, how lost he is. Like, he doesn't even fucking think about it.
Yeah.
I would be like, I've just got an Akali who sits 6, who just got a base off, so she is going to be, like, as strong as she can be. Why not work with her? So I think if you pull your jungler mate on your side, with the roams, it will be so much easier, man.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, when I play solo queue, like, I really dislike micromanaging people. So, like, even though this is, like, the optimal play and this works for our team and it helps us win the game, and technically, like, I'm 1v9ing, right, if I make the call.
Yeah.
Like, I've played solo queue for, like, 10 years now, and it's, like, really tiring for me to, like, focus on what my teammates should do and micromanage them. And that's something that, like, that's a conscious decision I've made, and I've accepted that, like, I'm going to lose a lot of games because I'm not micromanaging people. So, like, if I was playing with a good jungler here, he would have followed me and it would have worked, right?
Yeah, you don't have to tell him.
Yeah, but because he's, like, worse,
and
I have to micromanage him, it's something that I, like, really dislike doing, and it's just, like, it's just my mental, or, like, how I approach solo queue, to be honest. So, like I'm down to like
Mm-hmm.
cop flame or whatever for that, but it's just kind of how I play now.
Yeah, okay. I can see where you're coming from because yeah, 10 years of this shit. Holy fuck. I don't know if it's like too much micro managing. I just think like you could just like just scoreboard, ping him and just ask for assistance and on the way. Um yeah, I'm gonna be honest, mate, that attitude's a bit fucked. Like
It's like
I don't
yeah,
want to say just fix it because I just want to like show you how it's not that bad. Like you might think, what, it's toxic or you just legit can't be fucked.
it's a bit both because like a lot of times you'll get a poor response from people if you ping
Yeah.
them what to do, and then the other thing is that throughout so many games that you play, like if you're constantly like pinging this that like telling people what to do, it just I feel like it gets really tiresome.
Okay. I would just say like if you're gonna queue up, right? And that's probably like why you tilted this game, bro, because I think you were like striving for challenger or some shit and you wanted to win. I would just keep in mind like when you press fucking find match, just do everything you can because this game is carryable and you never know. Like if that one decision, all you're doing is just pinging a couple of times, that one decision is going to be like game changing. And this is one of those games because you like actually have to hard carry this. Like this is the game to do it, right? And it just makes your life easier if that dude is on your side. And I think it's just worth copping like, yeah. If he fucking gets mad or whatever, like he's gonna get mad, bro, no matter what. Like if he gets mad at you, ping him, there's gonna be something 5 minutes later that he's gonna rage at. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you just go back mid here, right? So following the roam like initially is fine, but just ping him off. Not to be shit. I'd say you could like potentially hold Shroud again there, mate. Just until the minions are at a point where she has to move up. Instead of just like right away. But yeah, this lane is now like just fucking shoving roam, right? But you see, like Claire, like throughout this game, you and Viego are gonna be fucking so far away from one another.
Yeah.
And it just makes the game difficult. I think that's like the main theme of it. Next minute, you're together. How sad is that?
Yeah, it sucks, but it's whatever.
Let me watch this back. I think at this point, honestly, like, when you look at this, because no doubt you saw this, like, what do you think? Do you think, like, just shoving out mid is better here?
No, I think I get kills here, 100%.
Yeah. Because they're HP?
They
Let's
all
go,
have
Nami.
They have like no CDs.
Yeah.
I have ult and flash. I have everything up, so
Yeah. As
like,
long as you're...
at least this dies.
Yeah, as
Wow,
long as
I
you're
forgot the
looking at it
flash
and,
here.
like, realizing cooldowns, right? Like, that's... Hooper 1? What is Findo doing over there? See, this point is where I think fucking this roam is just hella risk. Because you're running to... Like, I sometimes... Like, what do you think? Because I think... Like, if I was fed on fucking Shaco, I'm like, right, this dude is the most fed, so I have to go and kill him. Or, like, I have to be the one to, like, out-kill him kind of thing. So, running to him and trying to kill him might be good. But I just think here, like, I don't know if you guys know where fucking Graves is. But I just look at this and think, when you don't have ult, you can't do it. And you can probably just do it, bro, like, after shoving one more wave. What do you reckon? And at that timing as well, Viego would be here too, which is nice. Rather than going now, you kind of just, like, have to wait. And I still think you can make the same play.
Yeah.
Like thankfully, Liss is just roaming. I don't know what the fuck she's doing. But she should just be mid. So, like, you're not losing anything, which is kind of good about it. But I still think you can just make the play after just pushing a wave.
Yeah, sure. I should have done one more.
But yeah, thankfully she's not there to like punish you, and she's here so late, right? Like, fuck, I don't know what she's doing. And that's why. Like, if you just wait for Viego and you play with this guy, don't think you'd die there still. That was fucking clean. Because you have Shroud. But yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, you'll build this way, this game, Claire. What do you reckon? I reckon it was fucking whack, mate.
Why? What's wrong with it?
You go Shadow Flame. I mean,
Oh yeah. My build was extremely grief. It should be Zonya's second, and then Void stuff.
I reckon you go Rocket Belt Magi's, then Stopwatch into Zonya's, and whatever the fuck after that, depending on what they're building, particularly this guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe Void, because I think he has more.
I pretty much never build Magi's. Do you actually think Magi's is good?
If you start Dark Seal and you have that many stacks.
Yeah, but the thing is like... Yeah, go on.
No, you go.
Yeah, the thing is like, Season 10 Magi's extremely broken when you upgrade it from 10 stacks.
Mm.
But Season 12, when you upgrade it, you spend 1.2k gold on like... I think you get like 10% movement speed or something? 5%? You get like 10% movement speed, and then you actually only get like 15 AP or something. So you're spending a fuck ton of gold. You're essentially losing 1.2k gold unless your champion uses movement speed well, which I feel like Akali doesn't really need movement speed.
Mm.
But the amount of AP you spend, like, if you win the next fight after upgrading Magi's, right?
Yeah.
You would have won it like anyway, or like even harder with 60 AP from a needlessly large rod, or like equivalent gold item, you know?
Yeah, I can say that.
And if you lose the team fight, not only have you lost the team fight because you threw 1.2k into the bin,
yeah,
you also lose 10 stacks. So
yeah.
it's like I pretty much never buy it because I feel like it's only good on champs that are like really good at not dying, i.e. like Lux.
Yeah.
Pretty much it. Yeah.
I think it just depends on like how fed you are, bro. Because you like even talk about, right, like solo queue being kind of coin flippy and stuff. I just think Magi's is fucking perfect for it. And when you start Dark Seal, it just looks good to me to get it. Because surely in a game like this, you can just trust yourself not to die and just clean up kills. Like, their whole fucking team is so squishy at the moment. And will be for you. And I just think you're fucking a good enough player not to just, like, die on Akali and to play fights well. I think it's more like a feel thing. If you feel like you can't get to fucking 25 stacks and it's going to be a waste for sure, I still think, yeah, like, you kind of grief the build regardless this game. But I just say, like, if you're as fed as this, I think, like, Magi's is fucking, like, has its rewards.
Yeah, I think I fucked up my build for sure, but I feel like Magi's is a win harder item, and it doesn't actually help you win if you're losing.
Yeah, I think maybe I think there's something to be said. There's no like absolute right or wrong here, but Viego's fed and you're fed, and I think if you work together, it's gonna be fucking very hard for the enemy team just to like stop you from getting kills.
Yeah.
I mean, what's just fucking right? Where is that jungler man? It's farming camps. Let's go. I can't remember if I fucking saw a roam somewhere. Was it this Drake? I think it's next dragon. Too good. Alright. I think this might be the play because Drag's up soon. So this is one of... You're going to hate this, Claire. This is the micromanaging, mate. Oh. Okay. So after you shove this wave out, right? I see the map here, and like, what's the objective everyone's gonna be looking at?
Drake.
Right, and you have Prime mid.
Yeah.
So if I'm fucking Viego, running out of base, and I see the dragon's up, I see that blue buff. That's the first thing I see. So that's like your first roam if you can do it, right? Because you can always come back for dragon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this like this because I think it might be good. You let this guy do this. I think as you shove this wave, you're thinking, yeah, you can go in here solo, and you might get a kill and stuff, but this guy should just be fucking booking it, mate. Right here. Lux as well.
Yeah.
And
He shouldn't do any camps, yeah.
yeah, like, what's the point of doing a camp here? Like, we have blue buff, my mid's fucking 3-0. This farmed. Like, it's just a prime opportunity to get him on board. So, again, if you don't want to do it, don't do it, but I think it's, just a great way for you to fucking win games when you have someone next to you like this. Imagine if he's here. Like, maybe he might not be here because of the timing, but yeah, you never know. It might
We'll
help.
get this blue buff.
Yeah, exactly. But now, like, they've had time to react. Like, you've already made this play, so the idea is, like, already gone.
Yeah.
And now you've got to go back mid. Yeah, you see, like, how this player, bro, like, doesn't even think about this side?
Yeah.
And now you're fucking... Look at you two, mate. You just hate each other. You've had, like, an argument. The domestic.
Honestly, this guy's really clueless, but...
That's what you got to make him not clueless, bro.
Yeah, no, I understand that, yeah.
I know it's like a fucking Eagz way to do it because, yeah, like if this was maybe a better server and stuff and you're playing in, like, KR or EUS, you don't have to micromanage people, but that's just, like, the way it is. You just have to fucking have accountability for, like, others. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but I think you're fucking easily good enough to do it, mate. Yeah, and this here is, like, we don't have our jungler here because he's waddled off top, but fuck no, like, look at the camps he does. Just leaves his red. And off he goes. Yeah, so I don't think you let him do this, bro, in future games. Whoever this is.
Yeah.
Hey, at least he got the rift. This guy's a genius. Hot Shelly on Ash. This is a similar roam, eh? You look at this and, like, look at cooldowns here. Lissandra.
Yeah, I feel like this would work out, but it was kind of close.
Yeah, it looks a bit, It's just because there's 4 of the cunts, right?
Yeah.
But I still don't mind it because Liss, like, uses her R and... yeah, when you go there, like, they should be on cooldown, so I don't really mind it. I just think, man, you can make it easier, yeah. With numbnuts with you.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. Like, if I tell this guy what to do, we win this game way easier.
Yeah, if it's Churnfire, mate, you don't have to. But maybe you just fucking look at him. Does this guy know how to jungle? Have I had him before? And if you know he doesn't, and you're on a roam, or about to be, like, even if it's like before you shove that wave, just fucking ping him. Alright, oh, here we go. Oh! He runs off, mate. He's had enough. Yeah. What do you reckon, Claire? I reckon that's fucking... Like, because after this... I didn't even know what happens, but I think those themes are just going to be, like, in the whole game, right? So from this point until the end... Those,
yeah,
like...
definitely... Yeah, definitely, like, the early game explodes. If this guy... Like, because pretty much, like, the score's 12-12, and Viego and I didn't link up one time, and I'm pretty sure his score is, like... Yeah, he's, like, 2-2-3. So every play I was in, he could have been in. We could have helped our bot lane not die so much. We probably would have got first turret bot and top. So, like, I 100% agree. If I tell this guy, where to go or like ping my windows, it works.
Yep. And I think in a different game, bro, because this game's kind of interesting because I don't think Liss, and you can even like watch the early lane back and play as her, man. Like there's no fucking way that should be that easy for you. So the fact you have a roam like that is good in the first place in that matchup. And you had tempo as well, right? Because you got the first base off. Like when the fuck would that happen against an actual like Chow mid? I don't think it does.
It actually happens really often on this server.
Yeah. Yeah, it does over here, but fucking oh. But yeah, man, it was like fucking mechanics are so clean. I just think, yeah. Getting a bit of micromanaging, and maybe there's some like stuff during the lane. I still think getting E, by the way, at level 3 is better just for last hitting. Like not taking damage from, maybe you knew, mate, you were like, fuck, this list is just never gonna hit me here. Let's lower the energy of Q and like using your shroud to like pressure CS sometimes.
Yeah, I think the E level 3 thing is like well, what do you mean when it helps you CS? Like use it at range to CS something?
Yeah, like if you're against, maybe it's different in this matchup, but like Syndra's or Oriana's and stuff like that, it's just useful to have it if you need to like last hit a cannon or, you know, fucking E1, E2 a melee because it's on like an open HP.
I don't always skill Q3. I'm Q level 3. So like here, I specifically skill it when like I have no prior, and in this game, right, there was like 2 stacked waves crashing to my turret. There was no cannon, so there was like 2 melees, like 7 casters or something.
And you're gonna be 4 as well, right? Like after that.
Yeah, you get 4 instantly.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's the wave after. I can't remember exactly, but like I see Chovy do it all the time, and I feel like it does help CS.
Yeah.
Like in this situation, Q lets me CS like a lot of the back wave here that I wouldn't have gotten otherwise.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. But nah, man, honestly, and yeah, maybe like this wave thing. I understand the first Q. And yeah, just holding Shroud until she actually moves up. That first Q I agree with, but when you do that, that's like you telling me I actually just wanted to shove. And you could have gone like a lot harder, right?
Yeah, I could have, yeah.
Yeah, but apart from that, man, like, and yeah, like the wave would have been fucking ideal for you. But no, man, it's fucking good, and the good thing is like you can 1v9 these games where like, you know, you do have someone who's not having the best game, but I think like you've got a winning top as well, man. I'm just like, fuck me, so winnable. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Any questions, mate, or you happy?
No, not really.
That's what I want to hear, mate.
You said makes sense, yeah.
Nice. Okay, cool. Alright, man. Good sesh. Fucking, if you want, like, any more mid-reviews, if games are raised, just let us know.
Alright. That was chill.
Take care, bruv. Have a good stream.